baby. I don't get no regret. For this kind of love, I know go feel can, baby. But along the line, sometimes you did drive me crazy. Still I can. Don't wanna leave. Walk outside the door, please. Can we be yours once more? Duro, my love, great Messiah, let me be your one and desire. Duro, my love, let me be your only one that you always ever need. Baby, I know I've done wrong, and I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for all the things that I've done. Let me make it up to you, make your dreams come true. We've come so far to throw it all away, away, away. Let's hold on to love and cherish every day. Oh, Duro, my love, baby Messiah, let me be your one and desire. Duro, my love, let me be your only one that you always ever need. Duro, my love, great Messiah, let me be your one and desire. Duro, my love, let me be your only one that you always ever need.
That's a very beautiful way to start the show.
Absolutely.
Ah, beautiful. I think we should clap for him.
Thank you very much, Edward. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, we needed your music. We needed your music to introduce you before we introduce you by your name. Great performance. And you're going to do more for us on the show, would you?
I would love to.
Oh, you would love to.
Would love to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ola Egbowon.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for the invitation.
You know, looking to be sure that you didn't add Ola sax, because it appears everybody who plays saxophone,
all right,
or does one kind of music, or just add something to that, their name, because I can see you're a saxophonist as well.
No, I'm not actually.
Oh, really? I thought you were a saxophonist.
No, I just say I compose.
Okay.
I play a little bit, but nothing to say by live.
So your voice is so, more or less. So you sax your voice.
This can do more than save your life.
I mean,
beautiful sound.
Thank you very much.
You can tell someone is smitten this morning.
Yeah.
Aren't you smitten, Kyle?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention anybody's name. It could be me, it could be anyone.
I'm just wondering, you chose this calm music in a time when vibe is the ish. Allow me to use those phrases.
Yeah, because I'm originally a soul and jazz singer. I live in Vienna, Austria, and I've always wanted to come back home and do something, but I just can't get into the Afrobeat thingy because I'm not that young anymore. I might look that young, but exactly. So I'm like, I've been experimenting for a while, and I came up with this sound, and this is what I want to stick with. And I call it Afro Soul, actually.
And you know, it's reminiscent of some of the things we used to hear back in the 2000s. Sounds like Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross. So talk to us about some of your influences.
These are my mentors. Actually, the whole thing started. Actually, I grew up in a musical family back in Lagos, and I spent my early years going to the shrine, and I never thought about music, actually. I showed up at the shrine, I saw Fela on stage, and I was totally smitten, and I saw about his last 3.5 years, and then after that, started going to Agbo Fuji, saw Ayuba, saw this and that. Then years later, found myself in Austria, doing this, doing that. And after a while, I realized I've been a musician all my life, because back in Lagos, everybody thought I was this crazy odd one out. And I actually realized that I've been a musician and I've been an artist, and this is actually what separates me. This is what makes me think differently. And ever since, I've just been trying to find my sound, and I go into the soul and jazz scene. And yeah, the rest is history.
There you go. Just in case you're just joining us, we chose to start the show with Ola to signify the essence of the season. Ola's come back home from Vienna, Austria.
Absolutely, yeah.
You hear, and his music is about love. Am I correct?
Everything should be about love.
There you go. There's hope in it. There's forgiveness. You hear the part of forgive me. You get it?
Let me be the only one, baby.
And that's why we're starting the show. It's Christmas season. It's Boxing Day, right?
If you have what to unbox,
you know, just unbox, and we're unboxing him. So that's why we're starting the show. Such a different light. I'm Kayode Okikilu, by the way, just in case you forgot. And fantastic listening to you sing. I could feel that passion, that soul. Obviously, you want to drag the people into the reality of your song, right? And I want you to speak to applying your trade or your craft in Austria, right? I mean, Nigeria is very welcoming. We experiment with a lot of things, right? But how has your music been received in Austria, and what do you hope to achieve in Nigeria?
Actually, in Austria, I've been well received. I am very, very fortunate. Of course, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but I put a lot of work in there, and people love it because it's totally different. Because the first thing is, I'm an African doing Black American style of music, soul music. But I'm like, no, this is Black music. So it's not Black American. It's actually Black music, yeah. Because we came from here, we were taken over there, the music evolved into something else, and this is where we are today. So, yeah, that was the first hurdle to get over with the Black Americans, then the Austrians. We more or less, I more or less introduced myself like forcefully into the scene, created my style and made people realize, and also too, because I grew up with, as you said, Marvin Gaye and all them great. So it's like I knew most of them songs before I was 5-6 years old. So it was just like going back memory lane and just bringing stuff back.
So was your strategy like using what they're familiar with to introduce what they're not familiar with?
Absolutely.
How did you work that?
Because I found out some of the songs they really liked were the songs I loved, that I grew up with. And I'm like, if you guys like this, then you're going to like the others. So I put everything together. And what I did was I did a showcase, like a real proper showcase, introduced myself to the crowd, and then it just took off from there.
Fantastic. And, you know, it's amazing. We see you performing there. This is Europe, by the way.
Yeah, this is Vienna.
And, you know, your band is all white. Tell us about how, you know, it just speaks to how music is a universal language.
Absolutely.
How they're able to, talk to us about how they're able to just blending into your own kind of songs, you know, your band.
It's everything is very strategic, because once I realized I had a voice and people loved what I was doing, I was like, okay, then I have to give more to it. Then I went back to studying. Thank God for YouTube. Then I found a lot of tapes from Marvin Gaye, like old tapes from Stevie Wonder, from all them greats. I spent hours and hours and hours. I studied. So everything that came back to my dressing, to my appearance, to Deliverance, to so many. It's a whole massive ball of putting everything together.
So would you say that, you know, the similarity of your sound to these grades makes it more compelling for the acceptability that you enjoy from this European audience?
You know, I think the most important thing was I found a way to create my own sound, because I one of the things Miles Davis said, he said, is the hardest thing in the world for an artist to sound like himself. And when I got that word, I was like, okay, this is what I have to do. Then it took me so many. That's why I became a composer and a writer. I'm actually writing my own music, or most of it.
Beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
A couple of things I need to find out from you, but I just wanted to reiterate, you know, Boxing Day historically is linked to a time. And it's quite interesting that your story also aligns with that in some sense. You are taking ownership of the music, saying it's not just Black American, it's our music.
Absolutely.
Right. So Boxing Day was meant for, okay, and it's very controversial, but it is what it is. So you had people who served in rich homes, servants. They served during Christmas. So they spend Boxing Day going back home to their family, right? Since they served during Christmas, so they got a break the next day on the 26th to go back to their families, spend time. Since they couldn't go on Christmas Day, then they'll usually take presents, right? Which is why it's called Boxing Day. And that's sort of what you're doing, right? You're bringing gifts, in some sense.
Well, I'm the Santa Claus without the white beard.
I'm visiting home. So it's quite interesting, and I'm curious to know what the plan is. And you talked about Afrobeats being the big thing in this part of the world, but you do Afro soul. A lot of people want to, bump to music. They just want that music to drown the hustle and bustle. But you're saying no, you need to slow down. There's some sort of slow music for you. So, what is your strategy, really?
One of the things I realized in Lagos, everything's loud. Right. You go to the clubs, you go to the lounges.
Actually, Lagos is what we call a hot bubble.
Man, yesterday I was at a restaurant eating, and I had to tell the manager, like, we're not in the club, but we're in a restaurant. Slow it down, please. I even wanted to have a conversation with a friend of mine. That's why we went there, and everything is so loud, and I was like, we got to bring it down. We're going to bring it down a little bit. A lot of people want to chill, want to drive, you want to think about. I love to drive. For example, in Europe, I travel. Sometimes I do a 12-hour journey, and I'm in the car. I make a lot of phone calls.
Not in Nigeria.
Not in Nigeria. So I'm in the car making phone calls, and sometimes I'm just driving, chilling, thinking. I just don't want this. I just want easy. One of my favorite albums is an album from Miles Davis, Soul What. It's one of the most quiet, distinguished. You can actually pinpoint what everybody's doing in the album.
It's easy to score that kind of music.
Absolutely.
No,
it's not easy to score.
No, you can
keep space.
Listen to. Okay, well, yes, you're the artist, you're the expert.
I'm working on it.
All right, so pardon me, Jeffrey. There's something you would have to do for us today, because a lot of us have our singing voice in our head. In the bathroom, we're very good with singing.
All right.
You should hear some people.
I never sing in the bathroom.
Right, so I think that's the difference. But when we come out and we sing, and I'm speaking for a lot of people, right? People are like, no, don't sing. Allow the experts sing. So you walk us through what to take note of when you want to sing. Because listening to you, for example, sounds very good, but a lot of people want to replicate it, and it doesn't sound as good. Do you understand what I mean? So as we wind down eventually, you would teach us how to sing. Maybe not like you, but a little bit. What you pay attention to, how to project, how to keep it soulful. But I know Jeffrey wants to ask a question. I'm just giving you a heads up. All right. Before we end the conversation, you take us through that.
So one of the things I would like to find out, because I know that the vibe has drowned a lot of sounds like yours in Nigeria. So how has it been looking out for some of the people you like to work with in Nigeria? Do you first of all want to work with anyone? Let's begin with that. And have you been able to identify certain persons who maybe share your kind of mindset when it comes to music? For instance, you've talked about this loudness of Lagos and restaurant. I just want some places to chill. I like jazz as well. I like reggae, I like jazz, I like calm music. Well, it has its place, So have you found anyone? Do you like to work with anyone?
I love. Okay, I've not thought about working with people per se, but I really am a huge fan of Ashake.
Oh, okay.
I wake up in the morning, this morning actually, waking up, like I just put the Lungu Boy album on, it's rolling while I'm ironing my shirt and getting ready. I love Thames. Who else? They are all great. These guys are great in everything they do. And as an artist, it's the most unfair thing to do to compare or to separate. We are all great in whatever we do. And I think time will only be the judgment in this thing as time goes on. And another thing I found about Nigerian artists is like we are good at copy and pasting.
What do you mean?
When something is good and running, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. And then that's where you begin to see who's doing this, who's doing that. I think it takes time. I'm fresh in town. I'm just going to keep my ears open and my eyes.
Did you just got back? Let me use it the way. No, did you just get back? Did you just got back? When did you come?
Man, I've been coming to Lagos after 20 years.
No, this time, when did you come this year?
I came first of the month, But I went back to Vienna for a couple of shows, and I've been back for.
Okay, you're in batch A. I understand. I wanted to be sure which batch you are, because we heard that another batch. After batch D landed on 2 days before, a day before Christmas.
My sister is landing next week, so
Jeffrey's the one keeping tabs.
That is batch F. We are keeping tabs on them.
Really?
They batch themselves. I didn't batch them because I have a question.
All right. Before you teach us to sing, talk to us about your nomination in the Eurovision contest song. It appears there are few Africans on that category of awards, but talk to us about the nomination and what it has done for your career.
I was selected to be part of the nominees, but I actually didn't make the final cut. I am really not a person to start. I don't really take tabs. I don't really count stuff. All I do is I just have a goal. I focus and I work towards it. I don't see my peripheral views are blinded like a horse. Really, I think this has been my superpower forever. I don't count. I'm trying to find the right words because I don't speak English so.
Laurels. Oh, you speak Austrian,
German. Oh, I speak German.
Okay, you're gonna speak for us.
Please now.
You will speak for us.
I'm trying to switch over. To find the word.
Let's learn from you. Learn from
Jeffrey,
us.
IJGB.
No,
it's trying to join the dirty.
No, don't worry. They have made December dirty for us.
So we have to
return it.
I'm not part of them. I love my calm. I love to be at home and sleep. Throughout yesterday, I was actually calming and sleeping. I was like, I'm going to be on TV today. I need my beauty sleep, everything.
Okay, land on the thought.
Yeah, the thing is, I just keep on going. I don't look at it. If I win, I win. If I lose, for me, it's an experience. Win or lose is an experience for me.
But it's something. At least it brings you visibility on the European scene. Your kind of
Absolutely.
music.
Yeah, it did. And actually, what really pushed my career was I had a residency in a dinner club in Vienna for about 7-8 years, and I was performing like on a regular, at least once a week there for about 6-7 years. And this was a very, very beautiful, well-made, beautiful. I don't even know how to explain it. You can check it out later. It's called Albertina Passage, and everybody came from all over Europe to see what was going on there. It was more or less first of its kind in Europe. It was more of a Las Vegas style, but to Vienna, and that was where the whole thing started. And I felt like I was in my living room. I had the most fun of my life till date.
And it doesn't matter that they don't speak the language, but they just enjoy the music.
English is a universal language. Music is the language of God.
Yeah.
So as we begin to wind down, it's kind of talked about you giving us tips for those who are they are Grammy Award winning singers in the bathroom until they open their mouth in public and things go south. And then you also teach us a bit of German, maybe a few things. If you want to travel to any of the cities in Germany, what are the first things we need to say to feel very welcome and all of that? So 2 things in one.
Tuesday. I think the first thing, German is Guten Morgen. That means good morning. Wie geht es dir? How are you doing?
The first thing you said sounded like good morning.
Guten Morgen.
Okay.
Guten Morgen. It's like G-U-T-E-N. And Morgen, M-O-R-G-E-N.
Okay.
Guten Morgen. And it's, wow.
No, just give us 5.
It went from 2 very
to
much
5.
like English.
Yeah, actually, there are similarities.
Yeah, there are similarities actually. English borrowed from that.
Ich will tanzen. I want to dance. Ich will singen. I want to sing. It's very much a lot of similarities there.
I have something for you, by the way. I need to get something for you.
Okay,
go ahead.
You guys are putting me on a hot seat. I'm sweating.
No, go ahead.
Ich will was essen. I want something to eat.
Okay.
Ich hab Durst. I'm thirsty.
I'm hungry. What is that?
Ich hab Hunger. Ich hab Hunger.
Oh,
I think that's we have all these.
Yeah, it's very, very.
I know you've been looking for a way. I'm sure you didn't eat this morning, so you look for a way to eat.
That's a German cookie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not a sweet tooth though, but I could.
So someone
take
from
a bite.
Germany gave this to me.
All right.
And I heard you were coming. I'm like, perfect timing. So it's chocolate. There's a lot of other things in it.
All right.
Well, apparently this is a tradition in Germany.
Yeah,
but this kind of cookie.
But Germany is different from Austria.
I know.
We have
you share. There's similarities in culture, language, and stuff.
Okay, more than few similarities.
You get it. So that's why I thought let me bring it, so you will not miss the second home.
All right, cool.
Do you want to have a taste?
Is it? It's not a sweet tooth.
It's not a sweet tooth.
It's not a sweet tooth. Okay, no problem.
But actually, one of the things I've been doing since I've been in Lagos, I'm eating only local food.
That's good. That's
Only.
good.
And here am I eating German food.
Because it's mostly processed.
Right.
It's chemicals, fertilizers, and whatever. And we have all them organics and everything here.
But this is chocolate. This is ours, by the way.
But the bread and everything in there, and the icing and the sugar.
So good time to feast on the home.
It's making me feel guilty right here.
Let's get back to your music.
All right, teach us to sing then.
Before he teaches us to sing, tell us about this song that you performed and the album that it's currently on, and perhaps what you're working on.
Actually, my nephew wrote he made the beat and sent it to me a couple of months ago. About 4 or 5 of them, because I told him, you know, I want to come to Lagos, I want to do this and that, and he checked out what I did, my music, what my sound was, and he sent me the song. The beat, and I sat on it for a few months, and the first thing that came to my mind was a hook line: Duro, Malo, be Messiah, let me be your one and only desire. And somehow I put it together. Then the chorus was there, and that was all I had for a while. Then, when on one of my trips to Lagos, I met a lady, Amaka Nwosu. Actually, somebody directed me to her. I met her in Nwosu. You know, we got together, we hung out, and I told her, you know, I needed to write a song, and we showed up at my apartment, and with the help of artificial intelligence, two of us with the artificial intelligence, we got the song together, and this is what you hear.
All right.
Beautiful.
So,
which part of it? Was it with the lyrics or the composing?
No, with the lyrics.
The lyrics.
Yeah.
So Duro Malo.
Duro Malo.
AI helped.
No, actually, that was all me.
Okay.
But the verses was
okay. We're totally out of time. So 2 things quickly. In 30 seconds, the tips. Yes, tips. That's the right word.
Just
how
yourself.
How to sing properly, better, more engaging.
Don't try to sound like me, like Arthur Franklin, like Rudolph Vandross or Marvin Gaye. Be yourself, your voice, your tone. Just relax. Breathe from your stomach,
it's great.
from the diaphragm.
We have to do a line together.
It's great. I like to sound like Etta James if I can sometimes.
If you can't do that, she's totally different from you.
I want to sound like me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's do a line from your song. I mean, it's only fair.
Duro, Malo, be Messiah, let me be your one and only desire. Yeah, that's it. Duro, Malo.
I'm saying the chord. I'm saying the sequence of the chord. Yeah.
Jeffrey, sing this.
Yeah, I'm retired from singing. This is what I do now. I'm a retired.
Can we enjoy that voice one more time before we wrap up the thing?
Duro, Malo. Be Messiah, let me be your one and desire. Duro, Malo. That's the song, yeah, totally.
Be Messiah.
Bukola, you've gone to real black music. It stays with jazz. That's why I say, if you hear what he's singing, there is a consistency. Bukola has gone. You're doing wrong on the song.
I love the music.
Anyway,
so where's the streaming so we can listen to it?
Right now we're mixing the song. Actually, we're mastering the song. I think it should be out in latest in the next week.
So you heard it here first.
Yeah, absolutely here first. Channel TV.
Okay, Ola Egbowon.
Egbowon, the brother, the big brother. We don't
Egbowon, okay. Right.
Ilaje Seldu.
That's
Ondo State.
Yeah.
You guys have oil.
Come on, Jeffrey. Come on.
That makes me my Niger Delta brother.
I've not seen anything.
No, you've not seen that.
That's why you had to go to Austria, right?
Well, part of it, but maybe that's why I'm coming back to Lagos to start digging.
There's oil there, man.
Because
thank you for coming on the program. All the way from Austria. I just got back badge A. Thank you for coming. We really had fun talking to you. I wish you the very best.
Thank you so very much.
Keep flying the flag high.
Cheers.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. All right, we'll take a quick break now. When we come back, trust me, you don't know what we have up our sleeve, but all you have to do is to stay right here on the Morning Brief. I'm Jeffrey Uzoma. She's Bukola. Complete your name now.
I'm Bukola Coker. Thank you, Jeffrey.
We'll be right back.